Hi everyone, back today with another video. So we're just still working on the glory of the Delver achieve for the mount. So if you're here for gold videos, I do a little bit of gold at the end, but it's just the delve stuff I usually do. But we're here for the mount achievement today, and I'm going to do the Mycomancer cavern stories, the missing pigs one specifically. I haven't completed that one yet, and it's available. I also need to find the treasures in this delve while I'm here for part of that achieve. So I just thought I'd run through that today and show you where I found the treasures and what I'm doing and talk about what I noticed while doing the delve because obviously I haven't done this one before, so this was a new experience for me. And my thoughts were if you're in here doing it for the achievement too, it's a new experience for you as well, because if you've done it, you don't need to work on this particular part for the achievement. So really the first thing I noticed was using the little spore things, little things that have the green circle around them, and blowing them up over the ads helped a lot. My DPS is okay. I'm not the best in the world at DPS. I've just switched to Shadow from Discipline Priest, and I've pretty much exclusively played Discipline Priest for a very long time. So this is very new for me, figuring this out as a DPS. But exploding the little dudes over the mobs helps a lot. They deal a massive amount of damage. The key is to not get caught in the little ring. You see me get caught in the little ring a couple of times, and you can thank my tiny humans for that. They're very distracting, very adorable, but very distracting. So try to stay out of that. I use Bran as a healer. I just find that that's the easiest thing. Being able to pick up the little pots helps a lot. With even when I was a healer, I was using Bran as a healer because it let me focus on doing DPS. So that's just a thought there for you guys. I didn't show you at the beginning that he was a healer, so sorry about that. I started to find these extra things inside the delve. I've never picked these up before, and the only thing I can think of is recently my reputation with Hallerfall went up, and perhaps I've unlocked something where you get these little things from the delve. I found an old shoe and a clutch of eggs. You see that a little bit further on, and I can apparently hand those in for reputation, which is really going to help because, like I said in another video, trying to get those reputations up so I can buy the battle pets to list on the auction house. So, like I said before, using the little green dudes to explode around the mobs you're fighting is super helpful. I also use Dominate Mind. I know I say that a lot, but it is so helpful. You pick up like an elite and just have it smush the bejeebers out of all the other things. Gives you time to get out of the stuff and run around and things like that. You do have to keep up with it. You have to click it every 30 seconds. It's probably the most annoying part about this. If you're in here doing these delves for the achievement and you're looking to make a little gold on the side, the undercoins have a lot of value when you swap them in for the undercoin bags. So if you're in here running for the achievement, just make a point of killing the purple dudes. They increase the amount of coins you get in the boxes at the end, and it's just a nice little boost for being in here. You see me, I get bags at the end because I also did the cipher quest. This is my first delve for the week on this character, so I also did the cipher quest. You can see on the screen just before, that was one of the treasure boxes. I had found that before, but I'm just showing you where it is in case you haven't come across that one yet. I will try to show you these treasure boxes as I come past them. I show you all three in this one, so if you haven't got them, you can go get them now. But I don't always remember where I found them. I've been doing delves for such a long time. They could honestly be anywhere. I've only just recently become aware of the delve amount. I really like delves. That's why I've been doing so many of them. It's only just occurred to me to perhaps see if there are any achievements linked up with that. And I don't mind the mount. It's like a little white bug thing. And, why not? I'm in here anyway. I did get one commenter suggest that I use the handy notes. I didn't use it for this video. I looked at the comment after the video, and I really wish I'd looked at the comment before the video because I spent a lot of time just kind of looking around for things. So if you haven't downloaded that already, I have used it for another delve after this, and it is really helpful. So it's very helpful for knowing where those treasure chests are if you're trying to complete this. It just saves a lot of wandering around. So thank you, James, for suggesting that. It's very helpful. So I encourage anybody else to go give that a go. You can see here I found that little clutch of eggs I was talking about earlier. I haven't actually handed these in yet. I will at some point, probably when I'm back up this way doing the next bountiful delve. I try to check it out once a week, what I have on offer from the Reputation Quartermasters. So I'll probably drop it off then. I didn't actually pay attention to who I hand it into. I hope it's the Reputation Quartermaster. Otherwise I'll be flying around aimlessly for a bit. These rares give some pretty good buffs. I mean, you could probably skip them if you wanted to. They don't actually contribute towards the mount and they don't contribute towards the coins at the end. But I do think they make a pretty big difference. It's actually, you see in this video, it saved my life a couple of times. It makes a pretty big difference in terms of DPS. Sometimes you just get a big amount of it all at once with that buff there. So that's why I killed those. Here is another one of those sturdy treasure chests. This is actually the last one I needed for this achievement here. And this one, you see, I just got that. I do show you the other treasure chest when I run past it a little bit later on, but it's nice to finally finish that. So you probably noticed I've been putting up two versions of these types of videos, the silent gameplay version and the version where I talk about what I'm doing through it, and just kind of have a chat and talk about some of the comments and things I've been getting, and the things I've found helpful. And let me know in the comments if you have a preference for the type of video I'm putting out. Do you prefer me to talk, or would you rather I put up some quieter ones, or do you like having both options? Just let me know as a viewer. It's always really good to get your feedback. Your feedback is better than what the algorithm gives me. YouTube gives me tips and things, but nothing is as good as the things you guys are telling me. So if you have any tips for anything I could be doing better in these videos, just let me know. That's super helpful. I have also been chatting with a couple of people who have actually found me on WoW. And here's the other treasure box by here, who actually found me on WoW. And it's been really nice to chat with the few that have reached out. So thanks for reaching out to me. I do appreciate having the time to talk to you one-on-one like that. So you can see here that Bran has saved my life a couple of times here with these little magic pot things. It's just super helpful. So if you haven't played with Bran as a healer before, go give it a go. Even if you do a lot of DPS, being able to run through those things when you miss something is very helpful. You just see me show you there how many undercoins I had before I finished the delve. Just a couple of people asking how many undercoins I got per delve, and it didn't occur to me until halfway through this video, obviously, that I should probably show you my before and after, because there were a couple of people who thought I was getting lots of undercoin per delve. I'm getting 150, 200, unless I get that special map that gives me another treasure box, and then I get a lot more delve coins in those instances. If you see a big jump in delve coins between videos, it's because I've done a delve and not recorded it. So I'm sorry, I'll start recording them for future so there's no more confusion there. I don't know what happened, but for some reason, Bran wasn't doing his little thing where he goes and gets the goodies and gives them to me. He just kind of stopped halfway through. I don't know if there's some sort of bug or something in here. He was doing it at the beginning and he did it again at the end. But this middle section here, he skipped a flower, a mine, and a fishing node. So I'm not sure what the deal with that. Kind of gypped. Oh, yes, I didn't do so well with the little exploding things in this part of the video. This is what I was talking about before, where my tiny humans came in and wanted some of my attention, which is awesome. But yeah, they got me right at the end of their nap. They woke up and wanted to say hi. So you got to watch me stand in all of the stuff there. I did notice in this delve, sometimes the pigs maul you, which is just rude. Here I am trying to help them and I get mauled. And they actually hit quite hard. So just so you know, don't click on a pig while you've got a bunch of mobs pulled, just in case it hits back. It's not fun. I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos. It's super helpful. I'm glad that it's helping people, but it's nice to be able to talk with people and get your feedback from things. If you've watched a couple of my videos and you haven't already, please like and subscribe. That's super helpful for the channel and it's free for you. So if you could give that a go, clicky on that subscribe button, that would be very helpful. Thanks. Some of you have mentioned that the audio isn't too great in some cases, and somebody actually mentioned I'd uploaded the wrong video, so thank you so much. I really bug it up there, so thanks for that. But a lot of people have mentioned the microphone. I'm just recording on my laptop right now. I've only been doing this since November, and I haven't put any additional outlay into it. Microphones are expensive. I am still, a person who's doing stuff in life, and I'm not being paid for this right now. So I am working on getting a new microphone. If anybody's got any suggestions, if you do any sorts of videos, if you have any suggestions on what kind of microphone could be helpful, leave a comment for me, because I just don't even know where to begin to pick something good. I'm thinking about doing a couple of other mount videos where we work towards things to get other mounts or do specific mount farming. If there's any mounts you would like to see, I know some people don't collect mounts, and if that's you, that's cool. But if you're a mount hunter and you just kind of want to have them all, I think it's a fun way to spend the in between time in between new raids and things. Once you've done it and you're just waiting for the next bit to come out, I find it the collecting the mounts and the pets to be enjoyable. So if there's anything you want to do in particular, or you have any recommendations about like easy mounts I can get that I might not have already done, share that in the comments, and I'll make a video on it so other people can have that as well. So other collectors out there can have that as an option. So we are getting close to the end of this delve. The little piggies were good. It took a lot of time with the pigs hitting me. I mean, it's not the worst delve I've done. There was one where I just got really lost. I didn't record that one. It wasn't my best delve anyway, but there was a delve where I got super lost. I don't even remember which one it was. But the piggies hit back, and that takes a bit more time than you anticipate. But by the end, I got this done. I got it done pretty quickly. It's not too bad, and it's a nice way to make gold at the end if you're collecting the undercoins at the same time. I did find that I went and killed the boss here, and I realized afterwards that I hadn't picked up the last lot of purple dudes. So I tagged him before the boss died, and I still got the coins. I don't know if you can come back and get them after you've done the boss. I don't know if all the mobs disappear. I haven't actually run through a delve afterwards to find out, but tagging it before the boss went down did let me get it. So just in case you make the same mistake I did, just be more vigilant. Don't make the same mistake I did. Just make sure you've ticked off all of the little purple mobs before you go and pull the final boss. I spent too much time here in this fight trying to drag the spores to the boss, and they weren't doing very much damage to the boss compared to what it was doing to the mobs. I don't know if it's got a reduced rate or if it's because of the type of boss it is. And it took me an embarrassing long time to realize I should just be mowing down the boss. I've got the little creature, the elite creature with the dominate mind, and I should have just been focusing on gunning it down as quickly as possible. So yeah, just don't bugger around with the spores. Just kill the boss. This boss did deal out quite a bit of damage, and having that little elite creature with the dominate mind on helped me to not get the worst of it. As a cloth, as a clothy, when I get hit hard. So it's just really helpful having that buffer between me and the angry thing. So yeah, use the dominate mind there. But the pots that Bran puts out really come in handy. I do use them during the little mobs, but they really where they help the most are these end boss fights where the bosses deal like insane amounts of damage, and if you make one mistake, it can be the mistake. That means you have to start again. Like I did get through this whole delve without dying, and part of that is because Bran saved me a bunch of times. So yeah, if you're struggling with the dying during the delve, definitely switch Bran to healer if you haven't already. It's probably the best thing I've ever done. You see, I did kill that purple one right at the end there, and I do get the coins in the Delver box at the end. My little dominate mind dude kept. I ran past the treasure box as well. My little dominate mind dude kept coming back and mauling me, so I ended up smushing him before I clicked the the treasure at the end. Essentially, I was kind of done fighting him, and he was already pretty badly hurt by the boss, so there wasn't much left in him anyway. So we'll go and get the treasure. The gear in here isn't any good for me anymore. I mean, the Great Vault pieces are. If you do 2 of these delves a week, the Great Vault pieces are. I mostly just disenchant this stuff for the disenchanting knowledge points you get at the beginning of each week. Sometimes I vendor things if I'm not getting any more of the disenchanting things. If the vending price is higher than the disenchanted item price, and they're all pretty all over the place at the moment. Like sometimes it's better to vendor the green item than it is to disenchant it, as an example. I'm just going to show you, I get the delve coins. I've done this lots of times before, so if you've already seen it, it's cool. But if you could watch to the end, the algorithm really likes that and it's really helpful. I just hand in the delve coins here for anybody that hasn't seen it. I get the bags, I make a bunch of gold, I list it on the auction house. The thing I did differently was after learning about the tinder box swap, the things I got that you could be used for the tinder box swap, I went and swapped those for a tinder box because they make more gold. You probably noticed I kept the Gloom Fathom hide, and if you watched my video about patch 11.1, I do talk about some of the things I'm starting to keep for that patch because I think some things will go up in value once that drops. And the Gloom Fathom hide is one of them for that charged armor kit I talked about. I'm also keeping the leathers at the same time. So I didn't change those in, and that could be a mistake. I mean, I am just guessing on what's going to have value, but I do think that kit will make a lot of gold in the future. I'm not a leather worker, but there are leather workers out there who are going to be wanting to turn this kit for a profit, especially initially, and having the ability to sell them the items they need to do that will go a long way towards making a profit for me. So that's why I've kept them there. And you just see me go to the dude that I swapped the items for the tinderbox. I make about 200 extra gold this way. The tinder boxes fluctuate in price, so don't be fooled. If you're logging in and it's 220 gold, still list for like 240-ish, because during the course of a day, it does go up, and they all do sell. You just have to be patient. It takes a tiny bit longer, but so far with this method, I've been listing at 240, 2,400. And so far, I haven't had a tinderbox go back into my mailbox. They are selling in a 24-hour time period. It's up to you, depending on how quickly you want the gold. Maybe you have a raid now and you need the pots now. So it's whatever you want to do. But if you've got the time to be patient, definitely go and be patient. That's all for this video today. Please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you watched to the end, thank you so much. So that's it. And as always, remember, girls don't play WoW.